Go.
Okay, this is our film Target by Beth, Chantelle, me, Vanessa, and Emma. It's about a girl and her friends who go trick-or-treating, and they knock on a really strange man's door, I think, yeah. And she runs away with her friends because he's really creepy and falls over. Next thing she knows, she's in some strange room, his shed, and there's dolls hanging from the ceiling. She tries to find a way to escape, but he's digging her grave, and in the end he has a shovel and he kills her. With not too much violence, it's not going to show any violence, it's just going to be sound effects, which we're going to try and get a melon. And do sound effects that way. The rest of the story is basically about what's the rest of the story about?
That's like our opening 2 minutes.
That's the opening 2 minutes, but the rest of the story had like a small
And then from there, it's going to be like all her friends who she went trick-or-treating with, like they all start to disappear and stuff. And then it's her sister who tries to find out like what happened, and then like on the way she gets like captured and like all that kind of stuff.
It's based on teenagers, so it's aimed at teenagers to add fear and the idea of like kidnapping and stalkers and torture and everything else. And we've rated it as a 15 because we all agreed that the content is quite graphic. It's not ridiculously graphic to make it an 18, but pretty scary.
Our niche audience is 15 to 25. It's an equal spread of males and females. They would also be interested in horror, thriller, action and crime. They would also be interested in Halloween, YouTube and social networking sites.
The successful films that we got our influence from, the main one was The Lovely Bones, because like if you've seen it, it's like a guy who like kidnaps those people and he like has all their possessions like in the house and stuff. And yeah, and so it's like we've got that bit from there because we're going to have like other girls like possessions like all around and like pictures of their faces like all on the thing. And then also The Human Centipede, because it's like about capturing and torturing and stuff. And Taken, because it's where like a family member has like come to seek revenge, so that's why we've got like the sister.
To add to the horror effect to our film, we will have dark lighting to create an eerie effect. There will also be locked cupboards around to create a sense of mystery to the man and the place. The use of a shovel, decapitated Barbie dolls and other household items will add fear, as the audience will easily be able to relate with these objects, which is some kind of eerie.
We each have our roles. And Beth will also be playing our victim, and we will all be playing the trick-or-treating friends, and we have an outside student who will be playing the killer, and we'll all have those roles.
This is a strange place where the girl will wake up. It is going to be cleared and covered in hanging dolls, photographs of girls on the wall and possessions of this previous victim. We will put white sheets up on the left wall to show simplicity and mystery.
This is the ceiling of the shed, which is where we're going to hang dolls and previous victims' possessions, which it kind of like indicates the killer's aim, which he wants to go for teenagers, young children, and then it will slowly pan into like a onto the wall, which is going to be where all the pictures of the victims are, and there's going to be a target wall, which is where he's planning to kill other teenagers in the future.
He like circles their faces, like the ones that he wants to kill, and then once he's killed them,
we're gonna hang stuff like wallets and watches, jewellery.
And once he's killed them, he like gets their blood and like crosses out their faces with their blood. And this is the garden where when she like tries to escape, she looks out of the shed and she sees the guys like digging, and it's all going to have like mud hills like around it to show that he's like dug other stuff up and everything. So it shows that she's not like the first victim, like not to survive. And that's it.
Any questions?
Where did like your idea originate from? Because we've got like a really similar idea.
We went through loads of ideas that we thought of. Really it came from the Lovely Bones.
Yeah.
We started talking about the Lovely Bones and how it affected us with the killer, who was a paedophile who went after children and teenagers. And
We were saying like how when we watched it, like how we felt about it and stuff. So then we wanted to produce a film that was like, yeah.
That was our inspiration.
Right. So was it like not that original? Did you kind of just come from?
No, it's like
It is
we
original,
got the,
it's nothing like, it's not like Lovely Bones.
we
it's
got
just
the like possession bit from the Lovely Bones and like the way that he like, because he takes loads of people and stuff, but we've got the story, like we made the story up.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to fit around this.
You mentioned 3 films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely Bones, The Human Centipede. Yeah, any of you seen Human Centipede yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I've not seen it. And Taken.
Yeah.
They all look completely different. So how is the look of the film?
It's not the look of the films that we were really aiming for.
No.
That
No, but that's what I'm asking. How do you see it looking?
What do you mean see it?
Well, Lovely Bones, I'm assuming is more like a Hollywoody sort of thing. As it's
It's
Taken,
more like a
Human
fantasy
Centipede
thing.
is going to be
more gory,
yeah,
and Taken is more kind of action.
yeah.
Which
So,
they're
so
really
which?
opposite. Ours is going to be more like horror, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
So
going to
what?
have like,
More.
because like the Human Centipede we've got, because it's like, that's where we got the torture idea from.
Is it going to look indie or is it going to look Hollywood?
We plan to make it more Hollywood.
Okay.
That's what we really like to do.
That's a question. You've got a really good narrative, I think, in there, quite a lot of narrative for like the whole film. How are you going to make sure that the only 2 minutes incorporates your title sequence as well and doesn't give too much away from the whole, into the plot as a whole?
Well, we're going to keep the killer, we're going to keep him completely hidden so you can never see his face. The only clue you really get who he is by his shoes. And how we develop the story will be through the pictures so you can see who
And
is
it's
after.
gonna, we said that our title stuff will be like when it, because it like goes onto the pictures like around the room and stuff.
And then it goes to the
then,
flash.
yeah, so our titles will like come in onto the pictures, and then when it goes to the flashback, like that will be the main title bit.
Basically, it starts with her waking up in the room, and then it goes to the flashback, which is more the atmosphere in the flashback is more happy.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it, and that's when we're going to have the titles come in.
Any other questions?
One last thing. What I would